biafra Nnamdi akene na mburi buru we bugo. Mami Nnamdi akene na mburi buru we bugo. Nama. Anya lawala, Chukwu kwere anyị na nkwa. Anya lawala, Chukwu kwere anyị. ala biafra obodo ọma daalụnụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke kene onye nta, asị m nke onye chiri onye azụ elu, ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ mmiri ata na mazụ anwụna. Abịago m n'ụbọchị nke taata ka m gbasa ozi ọma Chineke, ozi ọma nnwere onwe, ozi ọma restoration of Biafra. Isiokwu m n'ụbọchị nke taata dị ọkpụrụkpụ ma dịkwa omimi, andị mma alaiki ka m na-akọwa ya. Ọ bụrụ na ịchọọ na ị nwere ife ị chọrọ ikwu, si m drọpụọ link ị bịa kwuo your opinion. Mana cheta, comment section is not for everybody. Once you start attack or abuse on comment section, I will position you where you belong. I don't know how to unblock, and achokulomi jem work unblock. So try as much as possible to prevent yourself not to be blocked by me. And I will not hesitate to block you if you don't come here with your brain. If you leave your head at home or somewhere else and you are here, I am sorry for you. I will send you to hellfire. My name is MAZI Achebe Paul, MAP Eziokubundo, one in Biafra land. My way is totally different from others, and only me knows my way, nobody else. Before I proceed, let me greet the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Nke mụ a na-akpọ ikuku a na-afụ anya, the breeze that you can see. I say Mechukwu okike abịama, onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, guide and protect you wherever you are. You will live long and you will reap the fruit of your labor. Biafra will not be restored in your absence or in your back. Biafra will be restored in your present, and you must enjoy it. It's a must. And I also greet the leadership of IPOB, DOS, led by MAZI Chike Doziem. I say, may Chukwu okike abịama continue to bless you all, and bless you all with numerous and wisdoms to move this very struggle forward. Because the hope and the future, the destiny of over 80 million Biafrans lies in the shoulder of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership of IPOB. And they must know this, that the future destiny of over 80 million Biafrans lie in their shoulder. And that is why they must not give up. No amount of pushing or no circumstances will make them to give up. They must continue. And may the spirit of Elohim continue to protect them and guide them all. I also greet every IPOB principal officer. Many of you have not handled any position in IPOB. That is why you see some of the position as maybe is something you can handle. If you have been in any position, you will know that every IPOB principal officer is suffering what they are passing through. Many of you will not pass through the same thing. And I must greet them all. Also, our legal team, led by Mike Ezekome, the Iroko himself, and Barrister Ifanye Ejiofor, the Otale Ejagondala. I greet you all. I respect you all. May Chukwu okike abịama guide and protect you all. I also greet our gallant men, Isafru Wekwabo, the Eastern Security Network. May Chukwu okike abịama guide and protect you all. May Chukwu okike abịama guide and protect you all wherever you are. You must not die in the hands of the enemies. The blood of Nigerian evil blood-sucking terrorists will never see you. He said, I also greet IPOB media warriors, all of you. I greet you all. All of you are doing well. You are the reason why IPOB is still moving forward. And you are the reason why many people have not deviated from the movement. And I salute your gallantness. May all of us live long. Those that are genuine. He said, this afternoon or this morning or this evening, depending on your time zone, the topic you see here, I wrote, the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies in the restoration of Biafra. Many of you will not understand it perfectly, but after you listen to this broadcast, you will understand it. Like one of our brother wrote, I saw the comment, and he said that it seems I made a mistake in the write-up. No, that is not a mistake. Before I wrote it the way the Spirit said I should. Because anytime I come on air to preach, I don't just I want to preach. The Spirit will say, go and treat this topic, and I will come. And that is why you see, any topic you see me I handle, you will be thinking, how do I manage to handle it? And any topic you see me I am treating, I will be open for you to come with your questions and answer. But today, pay attention. There are some things or some questions you will not ask in my broadcast. Once you want to ask about anything, parasite, I will not address them here. Don't call me for that. And don't come here, I will cut you off. We have moved on because they have been defeated. We don't move backward. We move forward, because forward ever, backward never. Now, the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies in the Biafra restoration. Why did I say so? The Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because when MAZI Nnamdi Kanu regained freedom without Biafra restoration, that is not a freedom. He remained under captivity of the Fulani Caliphate, answering Nigeria. Now, what do you understand by the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? What is a freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? The place where MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is, coming out in the DSS dungeon, is not his freedom. The freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies on Biafra restoration, when he can be freely exercise his human right without any harassment, where he can practice what he believes, where he can move on without any harassment or intimidation. He needs a country where me and you and all of us will feel free to exercise our human rights. A country where there is a rule of law. And it is our duty to fight for the restoration of Biafra, to give MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom, and to give ourselves freedom. Now, all of you will say, no, if MAZI Nnamdi Kanu come out, that is the freedom of Biafra. No. You cannot claim to love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu while you are not fighting for Biafra restoration. Now, for those of you, this topic are for those who say that they love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu more than IPOB, and they are not fighting for Biafra. What are the kind of love do you have for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? Where will that love take you to? What type of love? You love me, but you don't want me to be free. You love me, you don't want to help. You don't want to help my project. You love me, you don't want to join me to save my people. What type of love do you have for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? Some of you will say, oh, MAZI, if MAZI Nnamdi Kanu come out, you will know that we love him. Everybody must not talk Biafra before you know that they love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. What is the mission of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? You cannot love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and MAZI will be fighting for total disintegration of Nigeria, total to make sure that Igbo land is not Islamized, and they are working against the same thing MAZI is fighting for. You can't love your enemy, or you cannot work against your family and say you love your family. Any person who uses his or her mother for money ritual does not love his mother. If you love your mother, you will protect your mother. Now, when I say the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration, that is where my own freedom lies. My freedom does not lie on MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom from DSS. My freedom, the freedom of my children, does not lie in the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu coming out from DSS. And the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu does not lie in the MAZI Nnamdi Kanu coming out from DSS. The freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. And the question I want to ask you now, is this. What are you fighting for? Why are you not supporting the Biafra restoration? Don't tell me that you are supporting one politician because the politician is supporting Biafra secretly. You don't fight for freedom secretly. You fight for your freedom openly. When you confront your enemies openly, your enemies will know that you are tired of being afraid. When you keep on telling us you are doing it secretly, you are supporting Biafra secretly, is Biafra restoration a secret court? Is Biafra restoration a secret court? I am asking you. So why are you telling me you are supporting secretly? Now, if anyone who tell you that he loves MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the person will first of all love Biafra restoration, and the person must pay attention to and sacrifice things and put hands together to restore Biafra. Because you cannot love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and you stand to work with those who don't want the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to come to reality. Do you think that if the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is to free him from DSS, do you think that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will spend up to 2 months in DSS dungeon? The answer is no. He cannot spend that. Now, the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies on Biafra restoration. And Biafra restoration does not lie on freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is the Biafra restoration. The Biafra restoration is what will give MAZI Nnamdi Kanu the total freedom. And Biafra restoration is what will give me the total freedom. The Biafra restoration is what will give you the total freedom. The Biafra restoration is what will give every Igbo man the total freedom he is looking for. You are being marginalized. Biafra restoration will stop that marginalization. You cannot exercise your right as a human being because Biafra restoration have not been restored. Biafra restoration is the solution to all these things. Today, they are marginalizing you and they want to Islamize the Biafran territory. And they have started, and all of us know that the strategy these Fulanis are using to Islamize every state and every country is by dividing and kill the indigenous people and they replace them with their own people. And they, after that, they will now install their emirs who will now be the rulers of that very land. And they have started it with Enugu State. The killing you see today, in Amufu communities is nothing but Islamization agenda. Those killings you see today will not stop until Biafra is restored. Don't think that the killings will stop. No. What you see today is the genesis of the plans, the beginning of their plan. Now, I ask you, What do you understand by the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? What do you understand by the freedom of Biafra? Now bring these two things. Are they the same thing? One depends on the other one. And the other one is the freedom that we give and liberate everyone. When you see some people using the name of IPOB to commit crime, to do scam, these are the Nigerian agents. These are Nigerian agents. They want people to start looking Biafra as evil. They want people to start asking some silly questions like, is this how you people are going to rule us? By kidnapping and killing us? No, of course. Not at all. Now, you will know that the enemies of Biafra, they are the ones pretending to love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and they are working against Biafra restoration. Anyone you see working against Biafra restoration, the person don't love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Anyone you see that is not talking about Biafra restoration, the person don't love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. There's nothing like I follow MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and you are following Peter Obi. There's nothing like you are following MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and you are following Owuli Obiano. There's nothing like you are following MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and you went for PVC. There's nothing like all of us who will get Biafra, but let's get this one first. That is the most foolish and the stupid thing any person can think of. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have been held illegally in DSS dungeon. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu was discharged and acquitted by the Court of Appeal. Up till today, you as an Igbo man, what are you doing to show that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu cannot be held illegally? You are busy campaigning. The killing in Enugu today, those people you people campaigned for and you elected them, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Why are they not intervening? The killing that is going on in Imo State, why do your politicians turn blind eyes and deaf ears on it? When you come to Ebonyi State, the killing is getting out of hand, and no politician have risen up to condemn the killings in Igbo land. And you tell me this one is a good person. How do you now qualify? What are the qualities of a good person? What are the qualities of a good person? Someone that watches his own people and the enemy are killing them, and the person chooses to be campaigning without condemning the atrocities that is happening in his land. Is that one of the quality of a good leadership that you are following? Do you think that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will be outside, and what happened in Enugu State, Imo State, Ebonyi State, and Anambra State will be going on without speaking out, without taking any measure, without rising up, without stopping it? The question I want to ask you today, what is George Obiozor doing about the killing in Enugu State? What is Nyanwodo doing about the killing in Enugu State? What is Ogbonnaya, the Minister of Science and Technology, what is he doing about the killing in Enugu State? What is Auntie Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, what is he doing? What is Chukwuma Soludo doing to stop the killing in Enugu State? What is Hope Uzodinma doing? What is the so-called, the most demonic, useless, idiotic Amoeba, the Azikiwe of our time, known as Peter Obi? What is he doing to stop the killing in Enugu? Do you know the problem the Igbos keep on having, and they will keep on having this problem? This one is our brother. Let us support this one first. When I tell you people that how do you know a man? You know a man when a man speaks. You know a man when things happen in that man's region. The late Buhari is a man, and I respect him. Cut this video. Do you know why I respect the late Buhari? When Jonathan was killing Boko Haram terrorists, the world proscribed Boko Haram as a terrorist. Nigeria proscribed Boko Haram as a terrorist. General Ihejirika, who is the commander of the army, the chief of army staff, Jonathan ordered him to crack down on Boko Haram. And the Ihejirika commanded the military, and they were pushing Boko Haram. They were slaughtering and taking them down. Buhari rise up. Buhari did not call on the world. He said any attack on Boko Haram is an attack to the north. He never said any attack to Boko Haram is an attack to me. He stood up in defense of Shakiru Abubakar, in defense of Boko Haram, with the atrocities and everything. He is not a president when he made that statement. That statement was made in 2011. Go and check it. He fought for Boko Haram. He knows the consequences of rising for the Boko Haram. He knows that a person who will occupy a political position has some statement he has to make, but he done the consequences. He give up. If you don't want to vote me because I made this statement, don't vote me. He stood and he defended the Boko Haram because he know the Boko Haram will be useful for him when the time comes. Okay, nwanyị ala ndigokwa achala ugo. Ndewo. The antidote of Oto ka anyị ala ikpolu ya n'isi maka ma ada iwu. Let me continue. Buhari damned the consequences of everything you are seeing, but he stood for the Boko Haram. He fight and he say, don't kill Boko Haram. And they started working with Boko Haram to the extent that Boko Haram made him the spokesperson for them. Buhari became the spokesperson of Boko Haram. Go, it is in the history before he became president. That is for Buhari. Now, another man I am seeing again is Atiku Abubakar. You might hate the names, but with what they are doing, these are men when they speak with their action. This, if we have people like Atiku Abubakar in the East, we have people like late Muhammad Buhari in the East will rise up. We don't have men apart from MAZI, Nnamdi and IPOB. We don't have men in politics. They are all foolish. Now, Atiku Abubakar, when the Christian, when what is her name? The lady that was stoned to death in Sokoto, I think, at is it not Awolowo Polytechnic? What is this? Deborah Samuel. When Deborah Samuel was killed, Atiku tweeted something, and the North ordered him to. He deleted it and apologized to the North, and they stand firm with the Northern agenda. When Governor Autumn of Benue State called Fulani terrorists, me and you know that Fulani are the bandits, and they have been proscribed. They are the fourth most dangerous terrorists in the world, and they are number one in Nigeria. Atiku defended Fulani, knowing the consequences. Will that make him not to become the president? The answer is no. But come to the East, where P2B is coming for president, you will say, defend your brother. Defend your brother. How will I defend my brother who don't defend me? How will I defend my brother who cannot speak on my behalf? How will I defend my brother who drive joy in my own brother's death? How can I defend my brother who don't care about my well-being? Which energy and how will I defend them? Today, Atiku is not the president of Nigeria, but he defended Fulani, who is a terrorist. Buhari is not a president when he defended Boko Haram. He is a terrorist. Now, Peter Obi cannot defend MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, who is not a terrorist, but MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is asking for the right of the indigenous people of Biafra, which Peter Obi is part and parcel of these people. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is asking for the protection of the Igbos and let the share of Ndi Igbo reach them. And they planted Hope Uzodinma to slaughter the Igbo youth, and Peter Obi cannot condemn it. If he cannot condemn the killing that is going on in the East, what makes you think that when he becomes president, he can condemn any killing in his own hometown? The English people that says that charity begins at home, I don't know which kind of charity or the foundation the Peter Obi you are supporting is laying now. Go to Imo State. Imo State is bleeding. Why is Imo State is bleeding? Imo State is bleeding because the Fulani want to Islamize Imo State, and they planted one of their useless agents called Hope Uzodinma, and nobody can challenge them. Go to Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State is bleeding, and nobody can condemn it. Come to Enugu State. More than 8 communities have been sacked by Fulani terrorists. And because you want Igbo presidency, nobody is speaking. Now, how can Igbo presidency solve the problem of the death of the people? What is happening in Enugu State? Enugu is bleeding, and Enugu is about to fall in the hands of Fulani. When I was growing, I was told that Igbos are not known for coward. Igbos confront their enemies. Igbos stand their ground. But as it is now, what I am seeing in our fathers that we were told that when they were young men, they were bold and this is a total bunkum, coward. You come to Abia State. Abia is bleeding. The Anambra State, which is the hometown of the same Peter Obi, Anambra State, where I come from, the hometown of Peter Obi, is bleeding. And he cannot speak about the killing. But he can travel from Anambra to Benue State to send his condolences to Governor Tom. What does that tell you? He has submitted himself to be a slave. Now, when you tell me that these people, you love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and you support such acts, my brother, you don't love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because who love you will save you. Who love you will fight for you. Who love you will give you what you want. Now tell me, do you know that Peter Obi went as far as going to the Sabisa forest to meet Sheikh Gumi, the spokesperson of Fulani bandit, and he snap picture and speak with him? But he is afraid to discuss about what is happening in his own, because when you ask him, he say, oh, if I speak about him, they will not support my election. Ask Jonathan, why did Jonathan lose election in 2015? Because Jonathan neglected the Niger Delta, and the hope that when he did everything for the North will give him the vote. But when the time comes, they use Jonathan and dump him. Today, Niger Delta is nothing to write home about. Where are thy men? Where are the men in Biafra land? And you that is watching, you are clapping for these men. Where is Soludo's children? They are all in abroad. Where is Peter Obi children? They are all in abroad. Where is Hope Uzodinma children? They are all in abroad. Where is Dave Umahi children? All of them are in abroad. Wike Tuesday, all of them are abroad. And you choose to sacrifice your miserable life for them. because your life is miserable. And that is why they keep on coming back every 4 years, telling you the same story, because they know the story you want to hear. When they look at you, these people, they are intelligent in criminality. They are very good in hiring those psychologists who will look at you and know what you want to hear at every given point. That is why they can spend billions of naira to change the paper of naira, and all of you are watching. Nobody can speak out. Now, let me say it very clear. If you love Biafra and you want MAZI Nnamdi to come out, you must speak out publicly. There's nothing like secret supporting. Don't support MAZI Nnamdi secretly. Is MAZI Nnamdi suffering secretly? The Biafra restoration is something you will say, oh, it's left for everything. The security of Biafra land today have been escalated that you can no longer call IPOB to come. No, IPOB alone cannot do it. At this point, it is on everyone's shoulder. And if you don't rise up, your name is sorry. Tell me any part of the Igbos that have peace now. The Fulani are on rampage. Go to Aguleri, who is our spiritual ancestral land, that even if gunshot can be heard anywhere, but the only place you don't supposed to hear any gunshot, any killing, that is an holy land, is Aguleri. Will you, Obiano, and the rest of them are inviting military to spill the blood of our people in that holy land? Do you know the kind of that sacrilege? Do you know the meaning of that sacrilege? Tell me, if you love MAZI Nnamdi, you must fight for what he is fighting for. If you tell me you love MAZI Nnamdi, the first question I will ask you is, why did you love MAZI Nnamdi? I don't love MAZI Nnamdi because he is a handsome man. No, that is not the reason. I don't love MAZI Nnamdi because he went to school. No. I don't love MAZI Nnamdi because he has outspoken. No. I love MAZI Nnamdi because of the actions he is taking. I love MAZI Nnamdi because he stands for his people. I love MAZI Nnamdi because he did not wait when he become governor before he can defend his people. I love MAZI Nnamdi because he did not wait when I become the president, then I will defend my people. You did not ask yourself, those that are waiting when they become president before they will defend their people, ask them. The people they are killing today in Enugu, are they not the hope you have that will elect you? Amufu today, you are not asking yourself, are these people going to vote when the Fulani have sacked them? You forget that their PVC, the poll unit, is in their village and they cannot go to another poll unit. And you don't tell me you don't understand the Fulani strategies by ransacking all those villages. Do you know what Fulani is doing? They are going all those villages that they know, tough men. These are men that will defend the Biafra land when the time comes. They will go to those villages and start killing the men. And you that is in township like Onitsha, Aba, and other places will now fold your hands. The question is, when the war starts, the war will start from your town. Where will you run go? Because now, when they take over your villages, where will you run to? Kedebi Gabaga. Where will you run to? Kedebi Gabalo so Egaba. I am asking you. You are fighting a stranger in your land, and the stranger is making you to pack your load from your fatherland. Where are you running to? Somebody who chased you out of your land is the, where will you run to that the person will not come and kill you? Don't push me to the wall. What do you mean? Do you think that pushing someone to the wall is this war? No. When also chugidegi bagide also babata na begi, you stop running, you start fighting. Onwelo onye also chulu bi e kana agba also say slave is only a madman. I don't respond to brainless people. Ikenna Robinson, you are hereby blocked. I have blocked you. You can only watch, you cannot comment. Because your family, your mother and your father is useless. They are all useless and they are criminals. Abba Kayari was sent to the east for what purpose? To slaughter the Igbo youth. And he slaughtered in Imo State, and he was celebrated with Obi Kubana. Today, all of you were silent. 82 Division, Enugu. Who is the commander there? He's a Fulani man. What is his duty? Killing the Igbos. And nobody is speaking. And all of you, you pretend you don't know what is going on. Now, ask yourself, if DSS release MAZI Nnamdi today, is that solution to Biafra restoration? What next? The next thing is the Igbos, the Biafrans need to rise up. I see the other bingo called the Shehu Sani or whatever, Adesina, saying that Biafra is supposed to, MAZI should go with the Biafran 5 states. What does he know about Biafra? When he said 5 states, does he think that Igbos are just 5 states? No. Anyoma is an Igbo. Ikwere is Igbo. Eka is Igbo. Anocha is Igbo. Asaba is Igbo. Abo is Igbo. So you can't divide our own people to another country. You have succeeded by dividing the state, but you can't succeed by taking them to another country. That is why we call for self-determination, so that the Igbo people will determine where they will go. Because I know that there is no reasonable Igbo man that will choose another country apart from his fellow Igbo people. So fast. Every Igbo politicians today, all the 90%, because I will not say all of them, 90% of Igbo politicians are planted by Fulanis. Now, you that is clapping by someone, you are clapping for someone planted by Fulani. Do you think that that person will do your will or the Fulani's wish? That is why Imo State is under the command and control of Fulani Caliphate. Ebonyi State is under the command and the control of a Fulani Caliphate. Enugu State is under the command and the control of a Fulani Caliphate. Anambra, the same thing. Now, tell me, who is the person? We must rise up to fight for the Biafra restoration. That is the only thing that can guarantee MAZI Nnamdi freedom. They are killing, and some of you think that the Igbos in Lagos will vote against Tinubu and still come to stay in Lagos. Who owns Lagos? It's owned by Tinubu and his family. All your shop will be burned down and nothing will happen. The massacre in Lekki, nothing happened. And so, is it the fire that they don't know who put it, that something will happen? You cannot defend yourself in Biafra land. What make you think that you that is living in Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, and Katsina and Zamfara is safe? The freedom of MAZI Nnamdi lies in Biafra restoration, and Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi. That is why every person who knows that inside him he is a Biafra need to start talking about Biafra referendum, Biafra restoration. Stop saying you love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Start asking for Biafra restoration. That is the only love you can show to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. If all of us, if our celebrities, if our Nollywood actors, if our traditional rulers and these politicians start identifying themselves as Biafrans, the same way the Arewa politicians is identifying themselves with Arewa, Oduduwa people are identifying themselves with Oduduwa. The people, we know that these people have regained their senses and these people are now knowing what they want. What type of love do you have for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu when you cannot fight for his freedom? When we say go for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom, don't think that is going by for DSS. When we say we need MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom, it's not freedom from DSS. Understand this. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is not in DSS custody because he don't know how to get his own freedom. No. He is there because he needs a total freedom. That is Biafra restoration. And without us rising up to fight for that Biafra restoration, we cannot guarantee MAZI Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. When you say, oh, let us support our own, I start asking people, what is our own are you supporting? What is that our own? Can any of you tell me any Igbo man that deserves our support? Is there any Igbo man that deserves our support? Mark Ibe, Ipunegi. If you just reach out, call your father a fool and imbecile. Call your mother Akuna and imbecile. Any idiotic auto imbecile I see here, I will block you. If you ever type anything about the criminal, the idiot and the thief in Finland in this comment section, I will block you. Do people think that we are foolish like this automated idiot imbecile? We have moved on, and you come to my comment section to be writing rubbish jargons. We have senators representing us. I will tell you how many senators have raised any motion about what the East need. How many senators have said we must do this for the East? Look at Second Niger Bridge. Look at Second Niger Bridge. How much do you think that Second Niger Bridge, if they really award that contract and give the money to be finished, that Second Niger Bridge will not take up to 7 months before they finish it? It will not. But second Niger Bridge, they use it. Obasanjo use it. And the Igbo voted for him. We clap. He come there, he walk and he video, he post it. People start clapping. Yaradua use it. After Obasanjo ruled for good 8 years, Yaradua came and still used the same Second Niger Bridge because Igbo are not wise. After Yaradua, Jonathan used it. After Jonathan, Buhari used it. Now, Tinubu and Atiku is going to use it. And it's not yet completed. Yet, Igbo will not ask themselves, how much does it take to complete Second Niger Bridge that is not up to 4 kilometers or 5 kilometers? How much? And we cannot ask question. In the country where you are, Ibeto Cement was shut down. No Igbo man speak up. Innocent were dragged, if not for the intervention of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Innocent could have been shut down. Today, they are now engaging in Pijot assembly in the north to counter Innocent. Many of you don't see it. Wait until the next 2 years. You will see what North is building. And the Igbos, they think, oh, we are moving. we are the people that hold the economy. Igbos don't hold any economy. Igbos are like, that is, they don't even know how the economy of Nigeria is being run. How do you hold your economy? Is it by building hotels? Is hotel an investment? Is it by importing, developing on another man's land? Some of you will say, if Igbo people leave the north will become desert. That is lie. You are the one to lose because you have invested in wrong place. Those of you thinking they will vote Peter Obi in, you better wake up from your slumber, your dream, your delusion. Like I explained it to you people in the past. Tinubu money will be used to campaign for Atiku. Peter Obi will be used to attack IPOB, and they will end up voting Atiku Abubakar. This is the game of the Fulanis, and you see it manifesting. When you see them attacking Tinubu, you think they are attacking Tinubu because of Peter Obi. No, they are making caricature of Tinubu because they want it. They know it's useless. Why can't the Igbos rise up and demand for one thing? What is the Igbos demanding? What are the demands of the Igbo as a tribe in Nigeria? Most people hate Nwike, but I must tell you the truth. Among the stupid politicians, Nwike is the only one that is fighting for what he believes. Do you know why I prefer Nwike than any other Igbo politician? Because at least Nwike is fighting for his pocket and for the river people, not for everybody. Nwike and the others, they reach agreement that if the presidential candidate come from the north, automatically the party chairman will resign, and the party chairman will come from the other side. Yes, that is the agreement. Now, the presidential candidate come from the north, not Ekwechi, that they must take the presidential candidate, take the party chairman. And everybody don't see what Nwike is fighting. Now, what Nwike is fighting is what the Igbos supposed to fight in the first tenure of Buhari. But the Igbos don't fight it. Nigerian constitution tells you that if the North produce president, the West produce vice president, the Senate president will come from the Igbo land. But go there, North produce the president, the West produce vice president, North again produce Senate president, taking the position of Nnamdi. That is exactly what Nwike is fighting. In case of you don't know what Nwike is fighting, you hate him, but that is truth. I know he hates IPOB, the role he played in kidnapping Nnamdi, but what he's fighting is a good fight. I must say the truth because I am MAP Eziokwu. If he don't put up that fight, the North will continue doing it. And that is how they now conquered Igbos. Today, Igbos are also Uswenwonu. Igbo is also bad in Nigeria. How did it start? This is how all these things has just started. Igbo, northern person is the president. Yoruba is the vice. Northern person become the Senate president. Yoruba become the speaker. That is the most powerful four position in Nigeria, held by the southwest and the north. What is this the position of the southeast? And why did the southeast fold their hands without fighting? What is the position of Nnamdi? And that is the only thing Nnamdi can use. Only thing Nnamdi can do is to organize themselves and they bring their own money to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only person who is fighting for the Igbos, this thing. Today, MAZI is in DSS dungeon. What are we doing to free MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? What are we doing to restore Biafra? To stop all this marginalization and Islamization? What are we doing? Can you find them? Onye kpalaka no shigi obi foul. Onye kpalaka no shigi we Nigerians have risen up. Nigerians have not risen any up. The most useless youth you can come across in the whole wide world are Nigerian youth. Do you know that till today, some people will say NSAS protest was carried out by the whole Nigeria? Are you kidding me? Are you foolish, or you are stupid, or you don't reason? When you say that the NSAS protest was carried out by all the whole Nigerians, that means you don't know the people that own the Nigeria. The NSAS protests are Igbo protests and Yoruba protests. There is no northern state that participated in that NSAS. Kaduna did not participate. Kano did not participate. Sokoto, Kwara, all the North, Katsina and the rest, Gombe, these people did not participate. The only place that participated is Abuja, and there was a counter protest. What does that tell you? It's not the whole Nigerian protest. And that was the reason there is no investigation nor result that come out. Yet, the Igbos cannot reason. The same thing is happening today. When they will tell you that the whole Nigeria is not supporting P2B, there is no Nigeria that is supporting P2B apart from Benin YouTubers and Igbo confused comedians. Because when you check the comedians, Igbos confused. All this Anambra and Bonye, all this comedians that cannot, thank God their video not even they get 1 million views. Because they are all evil. Do you know that if the Igbos have men, have wisdom, the arrest of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will stop every marginalization in Igbo land and will give us Biafra. Are you people aware of this? The kidnap and extraordinary rendition of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will stop the total marginalization and give Igbos the relevant they want, not what P2B is doing. That is why when I see Soludo, he write out 4 agendas, 4-point agendas. I said that is the best, but who will go for it? Since Buhari tenure till today, who can send me a video where any senator from the East, any governor from the East that have made the mind, this is what Nnamdi Igbo want, and this is what we can get. If you don't give Igbo this thing will happen. Have they said anything like that? That is to say that they don't know their position. When we speak, they will say, you are miscreant. MAZI, you don't go school. MAZI, you don't go school. MAZI, go school. You that is educated and you can speak the whole grammars. You speak English more than the English people. You speak English more than US people. Now, what have you put in your table because of with that your English? You become foolish with your English. That is why how Ike Kweremadu and his family were educated. Today, they are in UK prison, enjoying their life in UK prison. And you will see someone tell me, pity Ike Kweremadu. How will I pity somebody that eat Enugu on the Express Road money for more than 16 good years? You should be praying for Ike Kweremadu, that his daughter to condition. That should be your point of prayer. Not may God save him. Your prayer should be, let that girl die and let Ike Kweremadu be sentenced to life in imprisonment. That should be your prayer. But many of you will say, no, it's our own. Do you know how many lives Ike Kweremadu have consumed in Enugu on the Express Road? When you go to the north, most of the roads and everything have been tied. Igbos will be there. Now that they will be telling you, oh, we Igbos are the only people that is practicing one Nigeria. No, you are not practicing one Nigeria. Igbos are the only people who are foolish. Igbos are the only people who are extraordinary stupid. Do you think that if Igbo man is Dangote, all his company now will be and he's from the east, all the Dangote cement will be in the north? At this junction, Igbos don't know what they want. The first thing the Igbo should have done is to ask the Nigerian government, how did you people kidnap MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? You know that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu control the east. That should be your point. Come together. But guess what? They will not do it because they are the people who kidnap MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Fulani are not the ones killing us. The people that are killing us are the Igbo politicians. And the earlier we realize and rise against these our Igbo politicians and take them down, is better for us. Ọ bụrụ na ofu onye isi onye politician adalụ na east in the course of repairing this east, what is happening in Enugu state will not stop. It will continue. Ị ga-afụ onye Igbo ọlụlụ company or onye Fulani manager ọlụlụ more than 3,000 workers in the north. And they want me to clap for such people. And some people will come and say, you are proudly Igbo. Igbo is the best in the world. No, Igbo is not the best in the world. We are the worst in the world. Can you tell me, mention one thing that make you to be proud of Igbo before the world? The Ishagu Ejimalundi Igbo is now sold with Nigerian flag. Is that your pride? The Nkweja, even our culture is now useless before the world. Who is maintaining it? What make your Igbo this thing? Any person that comment rubbish, you people should draw my attention to the person can block when I have seen one bingo here. Now, the kidnap of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the first thing Ndi Igbo could have done is, how did you people kidnap him? Now, what we want, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu released 8-point agenda before we cross that Rubicon, where he said that we need Calabar Seaport, we need the River Niger to be deepened, we need the international airport. Why are the Igbos not talking about all those things? Ask yourself about Niger Delta today. What do the Niger Delta have today? Niger Deltas are suffering like Igbos. I don't know between Niger Delta and Igbos who are more stupid and foolish. When you say, MAZI, be political correct. How can I be political correct to somebody that is political foolish? Do you know what is politics? Politics is all about represent your people, provide for your people, protect your people, go before your people's interest first before any other interest. Tell me one Igbo politics. Do you know how many allocations that is coming for every senators and the House of Representatives? Where are the money going? Where are the money going? I am asking you. Igbo cannot rise and say a competent court discharge and acquit MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and no Igbo politician, no traditional rulers have said, no, you must free him before any other thing. The killings that is going on is enough for the Igbos, any Igbo man, to drop his political ambition and go for the Igbo protection. Igbo land need to be protected. Where is the Daniel? Daniel, please identify yourself. You need to be blocked. People are complaining so that I'll take good care of you. This message will last for 1 hour 30 minutes. I only have 25 minutes left. And that is why I said the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie in Biafra restoration. The earlier these Igbo politicians, the earlier everyone who claimed to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu start propagating and preaching the Biafra gospel, the Biafra restoration, and start taking a stand, taking a very good measure, putting pressure that this is what we want, then the world will intervene. Then the people you are dealing with know that they are dealing with a man. Then Fulani will not come to our land. You take actions. How can Fulani be raping our mothers in our own land, killing our fathers in our own land, chasing community out in our own land, a place where we have Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, a place where we have Igbo politicians, a place where somebody is coming for a president and none of them is speaking. And you can tell me that these people will support us secretly. IPOB and Biafra restoration. Let me say it. Enough of secret supporting. We don't need anyone supporting us secret. If you love Biafra restoration, come out open. Resign from your position if that will be the sacrifice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see his position as a king of Afaruku kingdom is empty. He sacrificed his mother and father in the quest to restore Biafra. And somebody is telling you, we need this, we need that. The actions we take today will determine the freedom of Biafra. And the freedom of Biafra today is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom of Biafra today is the freedom of me and you. The freedom, the restoration of Biafra today will stop the atrocities and the killings that is going on in Biafra land. The blood of Igbo is crying for help in their own land, and everybody keep quiet, thinking that all is well. When they kill the villages finish, they will come to the city. At that point, you will not know, you cannot run to anywhere, because when you run to the bush, they are in the bush and they will kill you there. When you run to your village, they will kill you there. Where will you run to? Or is English? How does English help you in your freedom? So we tell you, go school. Italy, where I am. They don't. When Italy tell you that I want to say I am coming, what you will hear is I am coming. What is I am coming? Because English is not their own, but they are the one producing Gucci you are wearing, Lamborghini and the rest, Fiat. They are the one producing it. It's English, We don't need to wait for these politicians to decide when to join the Biafra restoration. We will force them, make the government ungovernable for them. At that point, they will know that na onye ji mmadụ na ani ji onwe mmiri dọlụ nwa awọ dọlụ nwa nkịta. Enough of all this nonsense we are doing. They are our brothers. They are our brothers. They are killing us. Because Udele is our brother. He is killing everybody today in the name of trying to please the Northern Caliphate. Tomorrow, Udele will come to campaign. You will see some foolish people say it's our brother, it's an Igbo man, and they think he have your interest. Tomorrow, we see the way Uchemefo is running today. All of them. Because we keep saying that our brother, Hope Uzodinma, is slaughtering Imo State. Today, killing is no longer anything before our people. The Igbo man blood is now used to maintain one Nigeria. And they think by looking at them, they will change someday or somehow. You that is calling me, what is DOS doing? What is ESN doing? What is your politician doing? What is your senators doing? What is your traditional rulers doing? What are the so-called criminal pastors that the GO, people like Kumuyi, the other, all these 419 pastors fully in Biafra land? What are they doing? A man must speak like a man. A man must act like a man. Ọ bụrụ na agwọ emelifo jibụla agwọ, ụmụazị ewere eke nkụ. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out from DSS without Biafra restoration, have you think about his condition or where to be? He will start running for his life again. Start hiding from Israel to America, from America to London, from London to Honor. Is that what you want from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that that is a freedom? That is not a freedom. That's why I say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom lies in Biafra restoration. Many of you will not understand this word. But when you go into spirit, you will know that Biafra restoration is the solution to every crisis and calamity that is happening in Biafra land today. Without Biafra restoration, it will continue. It will not stop. Because our people are crying. The blood of innocent people wasted in the soil are crying. They are not giving the befitting burial they deserve. Ndị Igbo, how far? Ndị Igbo, for how long will you continue to worship Fulani Caliphate? Ndị Igbo, for how long are we going to keep on waiting for someone somewhere to rise up for us? Ọkwanụ mmadụ na-abọ na-anụ ọgụ ka na-egbu ọgụ. Mmadụ ndị agha anụ ọgụ adị egbu ha ọgụ. We are not yet fighting back, and nobody will separate it until we start fighting back. Until we rise up, onye kwụrụ ọtọ, onye kwuchi ụzọ, apịajie ya. It is hard time we start rising up to do the needful. Because if we cannot rise up now, when are we going to rise up? When? I am asking you. What is happening in Enugu State? You see it as nothing. And you don't know this is how they capture other places. Ask yourself, how do they capture Ilori? It's by this way, killing. They will start killing the villages where the people will not, the network is not well, where you will think it doesn't matter. There are villages, there are villagers, it doesn't matter. Because they know that those villages are the root of any town. Once your villages have been captured, the town is just like a case. On a chain of everybody in our village. Just take for December period, for example. And what they got on each. That is why I am making this video, telling you people, the hour has come. The earlier you people realize that we must rise up to fight is better for us. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. The Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. That is why you cannot be. The only thing we will do now is to chase Biafra restoration. That is the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. How can we chase Biafra restoration? We must speak. We need referendum. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom lies depend on the referendum. Once referendum is conducted, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will have a total freedom. And if you love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, this is when to ask for referendum. The killing in Enugu State, I can remember when some people were using MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to campaign for P2B. The question I want to ask all these comedians now and the YouTubers, why are you people not posting what is happening in Enugu State? Why are you not calling the attention of the world about the Fulani atrocities? That is why the only person I respect among all these people is Anyidon. Anyidon is totally different. You people will be asking, Mazi, why is ESN coming in? Why can't you ask all these YouTubers? People like Zubi Michael, Charles Okpocha, Nkemowo, Patience Ozokwo, all these people. Why are you not calling them? I have a caller here. Let me hear from him.
Paul.
See?
Paul. Ciao, sono Enza.
Sorry for that. Somebody is coming to. I have appointment, and I think I will end the program in the next 10 minutes. The freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Not all these people, they are not posting it. And the killing in Enugu and Imo, all these comedians, those that use MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to campaign, you don't see them talking about the killing in Enugu. The killing is going on now. They were talking anything. Any day you see that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is about to come, you will see all of them. Hey, Onyendu, our leader. What make him your leader? What make him your Onyendu? Your leader is in prison. You follow another leader. And when your leader comes out, he become your leader. No, you are not his follower. You are not his follower. What make you a good follower and somebody say you follow somebody? Now that Onyendu is that place, what put Onyendu there? What is the cause of Onyendu suffering? Is Biafra restoration. You pursue that Biafra restoration. I expected all these comedians to start talking about Biafra and telling the world that what they need is Biafra. Onyendu is suffering, and you know why MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS? It's because of Biafra. And you are campaigning for one Nigeria. What message are you passing? And you are waiting for Onyendu. When he comes out, you now call him Hamadike, because you are using him to make money. Chineke ga-akpọ gị ọkụ. Caroline Joy. You are hereby blocked. Balakuna see bapo. Eba blebana bakuna. With what is happening in Alibo today, is enough reason to call for self-determination. The killing in Enugu alone is enough reason to call for self-determination. The killing in Imo State is enough reason for Ndibo. And I keep on asking Ndibo, why are you people, why did all of you fold your hands? What will now happen to wake up in Igbo? I have seen that there is no amount of calamity that will happen in Igbo land that will wake them, because Igbo are now addicted with being with dying like fowl. I don't even know how to say it. Now, there are people like all these fake pastors that is making our people to look stupid. People like Lord choosing Moka. People like Indabosiki Bawosa, I've been awaiting the column. People like Onyeze, Jesus, God's not father of all menses. All these pastors and Chris Okafor, whatever. Why are they not talking about the freedom of their people? You are preaching salvation and this, and your people are dying. Who are you preaching to? And the people that are dying, these are people that will vote for 2023 election. Under the vote alone. When after you wake their spirit to come and vote. The religious leaders, the traditional rulers, what are you people doing? Oh, it's none of your children. The one they call Brother Mike that carry obedience for head, he is not talking about the killings in Enugu. Like a Karago, they say, where is Kibo? No, he cannot post the killing in Enugu. But if you to cut my video now, they will not cut it and say, hey, Clara, come and sue Paul in Abuja, as if any of them go sue me for Abuja. Are they abroad, you go sue person for Abuja. Even the Clara that was talking about P2B, he said Enugu now is on fire. He have fallen deaf ear. But they can use MAZI Nnamdi name to call for P2B. These are the reason why I say they must not use MAZI Nnamdi name for campaign. Because when they're supposed to use their platform to do the needful, you will not see them. The killings in Enugu today, you can't see it in Skibo platform. You can't see it in Oklora platform. You can't see it in Brother Mike platform. You cannot see it in any of this. Even Magnus Orano, Abio Oraka, you cannot see it in their platform. Now, why are you people using MAZI Nnamdi? When MAZI Nnamdi will come out, all of them will carry in because they need money. But use your platform to tell the world what is going on. They cannot. Because that will help stop it. That's why I don't hate any person, and I cannot hate person. But if you are afraid to speak the truth, I will tell you the truth. What is he called? Brain Jota is an Igbo man. Oh. Sabinus is an Igbo man. Why are they not talking about it? They are waiting for people like Macaroni. If something bad happening in Yoruba land, you will see Macaroni talk about it. That is why you see all these Yoruba comedians moving forward more than the Igbo comedians. Because you see the Igbo comedians, they are among the vampires we have. You can't see what is happening in Enugu in Women Leaders platform. You can't see what is happening in Enugu in Uncle Oluobodo platform. You can't see it in MAZI, the other ones. Why do you people now say you people are representing the Igbos? You see why when you talk rubbish about MAZI Nnamdi, we attack you people, because the one you're supposed to do for us to clap for you people, you cannot do it. What the essence of having the platform? Do you think that having platform is only to make money? When you have followers like this, MAZI Nnamdi once praised Skibo comedy, but today MAZI Nnamdi is suffering. But the same Skibo is using his name to campaign for one Nigeria. This is why I don't promote any Skibo. The only person I respect there is Anyidon. I keep on saying it. He is a man I respect there. The rest want to make name and the money from MAZI Nnamdi. They are my brothers. I cannot. If I see them tomorrow, I will greet them. But that does not mean that I will not tell them the truth. Because others, one thing I see here is that some people think that everything is all about me. You don't make friends by hiding the truth from them. Tell them the truth. Who accepts the truth, make you friend. You become friend. Who don't accept the truth and decide to make you his enemy, let the person make you his enemy, but remain in that truth. That is why I tell people, when I join IPOB, I never come to IPOB to find friends, to be honest with you. I tell my IPOB if they are friend or if they are connection, deal with your connection. I don't need your connection. Don't connect me. Well, before I join IPOB, I have already laid foundation how I will live my life. So I did not come to IPOB to look for connection on how to import container or those things. If I want to do business, I will take IPOB aside. I do my business. I don't do business because we have IPOB. If I want to do business and you're an IPOB, I'll tell you, say, man, take IPOB out of this business. Let us do business as as individual. So that you will not tell because you're an IPOB, this and that, some 419 will come and use IPOB to scam people. No, I do business on a neutral ground. That's why I'm totally different. And when I speak to you, that's why I don't look any person in IPOB before I speak, because I know your connection is nothing to me. What I am fighting for is my freedom. My freedom matters a lot to me. And some people will say, Mazi, you need to put a bunny and say, you need to reach this person. Or hand their email IPOB. If you go in a war, you don't want a connection now war. No, you go to conquer. I'm not going to show your connection. Any country in Charlie travel, I don't go to that country because I will not even call any IPOB member that I'm coming. That thing that is taking me there, I will go eat and do it there. So when I speak, and some of you I know, many people are waiting. He will soon call me. When he will need something to do, he will call me. I will show him paper. My brother, you go wait till thy kingdom come, because if I need something, I know where to go. And I know the procedures. So stop waiting for when to punish MAP. You can't punish me. Europe Melo world very easy. Anyhow you want to leave it, you leave it. Fantastically well. That is why I tell you, your platform is not just for comedy. I don't tell you that you will not do your comedy. You have to, but save your people's life. When they kill those people that are watching your comedy, you will post something, you will not see any person watching it, because your people are dead. Fulani is coming to take over our land, and they are there looking at Nyanya. Now for a big boy, Inyama the 100,000 he post one, Inyama the 5,000 he post one, Inyama the 20,000 he post one, Inyama the 200,000 he post one. In a post here, can be thank you. Is that help? That is why I'm not made one. Even na outside screen. Many of people they post here there. and magota madone in every week madone nenyelaka. But then well, if you are non, because I know what I am doing. Onya potoneko, ineko, onya kibu, all shade again afọ. Obologi, annually fed in ya. Fulani is taking over your land. Ikaneko, abroad. Guinea abroad. The whole country non abroad. Guinea. Are you not ashamed that you are living large in another man's land and suffering like a fool in your own land? Your father and your forefathers are suffering. Are you not ashamed? Can't you think? Emakwa na ọ ga-abụ ọ jụgburu denesigbo nkakwụ ina-eri na-eko na-atụrụ ego ebe niile. When you are going your father's house, you cannot go there because it's insecure, and you think you have arrived. I said I will end this broadcast and I will be logging out from here. Before I log out, let me re-emphasize and re-echo what I just said. The freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lie in Biafra restoration, and Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is inside Biafra restoration. That is why I am calling on every Biafrans to focus and the push for Biafra restoration. Reject anything, one Nigeria, anything that you know it will bring in Nigeria unity, or it will be making the world to think that Biafrans are now rejecting Biafra. We are going for one Nigeria. You should reject it. You should start talking about self-determination and the referendum, which is referendum. I mean, this should be what you should be pushing. You tell your councillor, your chairman, your House of Representatives, House of Assemblies, your senators, so that they will start raising the emotion of referendum in the upper chamber and lower chamber in their state houses, so that they will start talking out, speaking out. If you love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, stand for what MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is stand, and the fight for what MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. If MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is truly your leader, fight for Biafra restoration. That is the only thing that will give MAZI Nnamdi Kanu his freedom. If MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, you love him as you claim, start now. Know that the only thing that will give him freedom is Biafra restoration. Until the Igbos rise up for Biafra restoration, the atrocities in Biafra land will not stop. The kidnapping and killing will not stop. Only referendum will stop all those things. There is hunger in the land. The only solution to it is Biafra restoration. The Fulani Islamization agenda, the only thing that will stop it is Biafra restoration. That is why when you love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, you must hate one Nigeria. You must not promote nor encourage anything one Nigeria. You can't love your enemies. You can't try to keep your enemies when you know you don't want to live with them. That is the truth. And I urge every one of you to know that Enugu State is bleeding, calling for help. When you say it's happening in Enugu and you don't want to come out to join hands, after Enugu, it will be your turn. And that, I am sorry and I pity you. You will cry for help and you will not see help. You will cry and shed tears. Nobody to help you. I am telling you the truth. The earlier we realize it's better for us. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged and acquitted. Ndị na-hold MAZI Nnamdi Kanu are the Igbo elite. People like George Obiozo, Hope Uzodimma, Devil Mahi, Soludo, Okezi Ikpeazu, Ugwuanyi, and the rest of them. They are the people holding MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and there are people holding our freedom. Until we rise up against them, Biafra if we don't rise up against these people, they will rise up and they will consume us. On this note, I say, guide and protect every one of you, wherever you are watching. I say, guide and protect MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. The hour has come for us to rise up. Revolution is the solution. Rejection of Igbo presidency is the solution. Rejection of everything that has to do with Fulanis, most especially Fulani cows, is the solution. Investing in the east and the leave south and the west and the north is the solution. Start relocating. Makanini no n'ugwu, all of you will be a sacrificial lamb when the time comes. Don't say we don't want you. A word they say is enough for the wise. On this note, I say, all must hail Biafra until I come your way again. From me, it is good evening. Remain blessed.